The roof is the home's main defense against the elements, so services like upkeep, repairs, and upgrades are vital. David's Roofing is the only roofing contractor in Northwest Arkansas that has the prestigious Select Shingle Master rating from Certainty. With David's Roofing, your roof is in good hands. The roof is the home's main defense against the elements, so services like upkeep, repairs, and upgrades are vital. David's Roofing is the only roofing contractor in Northwest Arkansas that has the prestigious Select Shingle Master rating from Certainty. With David's Roofing, your roof is in good hands.
There's 3 minutes and 14 seconds remaining in the third period.
The roof is a home's main defense against the elements, so services like upkeep, repairs, and upgrades are vital. David's Roofing is the only roofing contractor in Northwest Arkansas that has a prestigious Select Shingle Master rating from Certainty. With David's Roofing, your roof is in good hands.
There's 4 minutes and 6 seconds remaining in the game. 4-0-6.
Oh. Shoot at you actors like movie.
for the visiting Lady Pointers from Van Buren. A 5'6" sophomore, number 2, Hope Odin. A 5'6" junior, number 10, Jaden Warden. A 5'3" senior, number 11, Aspen Cone. A 6' junior, number 22, AJ McDonald. And a 5'10" senior, number 32, Jason Odom. Van Buren is coached by Kevin Ruff. He's assisted by Jamal Needham and Jeff Grinder. And now, here's the starting lineup for your Rogers Lady Mounties. At guard, a 5'5" senior, number 23, Elijah Freeland. At guard, a 5'8" sophomore, number 1, Jaden James. At guard, a 5'7" junior, number 14, Mia Hatch. At forward, a 5'9" junior, number 3, Lexi Westby. And at forward, a 6' senior, number 15, Sabelle Solis. Rogers is coached by Preston Early. He's assisted by Alexis Fuller and Ryan Sanchez.
Hello, everybody, and welcome in. I'm Mason Humpner alongside Cord Marcotte. We are here in Mountie Arena, ready for a great matchup between the Lady Mountie Rogers basketball team against the Van Buren Pointers. It's going to be a good one out here. The freshmen of the Rogers team took that game, and then JV, it was a little bit of a different story. The Lady Pointers, they struck gold. They dominated the whole game, so it comes down to the varsity game, and it's going to be a good one. Cord, what do you got?
Yeah, you know, in that freshman game you talked about, shout out to Soph Canzaneri, game-winning shot in that game. She hit a three-pointer to win that one. JV came up a little bit short, but they're looking to bounce back in a varsity game here as the Pointers make the hour drive up here to Rogers. It's a great night for basketball, Mace.
And that starts with winning the tip-off, and that we did. Elijah Freeland passing to the top of the key now. Van Buren, a good offensive team. We're going to have to go out and score quick, and the way to do that is winning the tip in the first place. Driving in right side is Jaden James. A little bit of a mishap with the dribbling side of things. Reclaims it, shoots a shot under the basket, doesn't go, and it's rebounded by the Lady Pointers. Driving in left now is number 2. Hard shot to the other side of the backboard, number 15. Sabille Solis comes down with it. Elijah, the 5'5" guard, who is a senior, number 23. She's driving to the rack now, left side, and it doesn't go. Sabelle gets a hand on it, and that's going to be Pointer ball.
You know, Mason, you talked earlier about the Mounties really needing to come out and score if they're going to beat this Van Buren team. For the 4th game this year, they are without guard Taylor Chrisman. That's going to be a big loss for this Mountie team. See how those other guards, such as Elijah, fill in and bring some buckets to this team in a game that they really need them.
Well, the thing is, you mentioned Taylor being hurt, and that hurts not only from a standpoint of being on the court and production and things like that. That hurts from a leadership standpoint. I mean, she's still, you can't see it right now, but still the very first person on the bench. She's making sure everybody's on the right page. She's a phenomenal leader. She's a junior this year. She really came alive last year, and when she gets back, this conference is in trouble.
Lady Pointers on the missed shot. That's number 2, Hope Odin, going to the free throw line.
Yeah, she did a great job of drawing a foul there. Heading into some crowded territory and making the most of it, not backing down. The men's team played Van Buren a couple weeks ago, and we saw a bit of the same. This all around, this just seems to be quite a tough school.
Hope as she goes for her second free throw here. Bottom of the net. Number 23, Elijah Freeland, takes the ball up for the Lady Mounties as she is fouled by number 11, Aspen Cone of the Pointers.
Fouls on number 11, Aspen Hope. Aspen Cone, her first team start.
Elijah going to inbound it on the other side as this Roger team looks for their first bucket of the night.
We saw an elevator screen there, followed by another one by number 3, Lexi Vask.
Mia Hatch
Opens up Mia Hatch at the wing, doesn't fall. Rebound to the Pointers. They're trying to push the floor now, extend the lead to 3, and that they will.
Lady Mountaineers really need to bounce back with a bucket here, and that is not what they wanted with Alasia Freeland going out of bounds there. Just a quick PSA to everybody listening. There is a bunch of scoreboard issues and clock issues here in the arena tonight. You can probably see it on your screen, so just letting everybody be aware of that we are having some software issues here.
Yeah, and we're going to, a great attempt at a charge there. Doesn't get called. That's got to be something. People don't just end up on the ground, but a great heads-up play by Jaden James, the 5'8 sophomore.
And on the bucket there was number 22, AJ McDonald. Is that who we were talking about earlier? She's a great post player for this for this Pointer team.
It's not uncommon for her to go out and get 20 points a night, and women's basketball, that's quite the feat. Solis getting the rebound over, though, gets jarred loose by number 32. That's J.C. Odom with a great effort play, not giving up. Gets the ball back for the Pointers.
However, Sibel Solis not giving up there. Looks like she forced the turnover off of Odom, back out of bounds for the Rogers Mounties to get the ball back.
A lot of high-effort basketball. Gets the ball after a roller to half court. Pass back to Solis. Great bounce pass inside. Alasia Freeland cutting to the basket.
Alasia Freeland with a great finish there. She gets to the line. Opportunity for a three-point play here for the Mountaineers as they were down 7-0 before that basket. That's a huge momentum basket for them.
We absolutely needed that one. It's going to be 7-2, and Alasia is going to get the chance to head to the line to make it a three-point play. And that she does. 7-3 here.
Checking in for the Rogers Mounties, number 32 and number 20. That is going to be Sienna Libert and Caden Harris. They're going to replace Mia Hatch and Sibel Solis.
Driving left now is number 32, finds 22 in the post, squeezes it in there, back out to the wing, doesn't fall. Number 3, Lexi Vass comes down with a rebound. She's a freshman this year. Hitting the low post hard, as this Pointer team is known to do. They'll wreak some havoc in the post. High arcing shot doesn't fall off the top of the backboard. Bodies hit the deck. Number 11 comes up with a rebound for Van Buren. That's Aspen Cone.
May have ended up in a foul, as a foul there on Sienna Libert, but that effort is really what you want to see in a game where you're down. Great effort by her. Might come up with the foul, but that's all right.
Again, we mentioned the scoreboard issues. It is 5-3, not 7-3. Taking some points away. That was a great play by the Pointers. They had a screen on the bottom side of your screen. You'll see that. That forces Sienna Libert to kind of get out of her comfort zone. She's got to pick one. They're playing a man defense, and they got caught up in the screens. Sienna doing everything she could, but it wasn't enough there.
Sophomore number 20, Caden Harris, takes her shot on the three-pointer there, gives it to the Pointers, who then throw the ball away, giving it right back to the Mounties.
Yeah, one thing that's very evident about this team early is this Lady Pointer team likes to get out and going. Mm-hmm. Once they get a rebound, which they do quite frequently due to number 22 in that low post, A.J. McDonald, she is a problem offensively, defensively, on the glass. It doesn't matter. She can really do it all. You see her bodying up Sienna Libert. There's a nice takeaway, breakaway points for number 2.
Hope Oden on that basket.
Oden.
You know, you were talking about how the Pointers just really like to get out and run it. That's a great example of it right there.
There it
Going
was.
into the break.
Turning defense into offense. We'll be back after the break.
Coming back here at Mountie Arena, we got the Mountaineers and the Pointers after a quick 30-second timeout. The Mountaineers going to take the ball out. You know, Mason, one thing that the Mountaineers are really going to have to overcome tonight is the size of the Pointers. They have A.J. McDonald standing at 6 foot and J.C. Odom at 5'10". Both of them were starters. We've already seen them make a big impact in this game. The Mountaineers are really going to have to find a way to shut them down.
Yeah, this team likes to get out and go in transition, as we've seen throughout this whole first quarter. Part of the reason why we had to call that timeout. And that is definitely a reason because of it. Them wreaking havoc down low. There she is again, creating a pass out of that low post. Doesn't come out with a rebound, but has a great box out. So number 2, Hope Oden, can make it happen.
Right as we come out of that timeout, I was talking about their size. Number 32 for Rogers, Sienna Libert, does a great job of shutting down A.J. McDonald. Might have scored a bucket, but that's a good sign to see going forward in this game for the Rogers Mounties.
Yeah, just being able to contain the beast is really what we're asking out of Sienna tonight, especially coming off the bench. So her being able to make an impact like that, it's good to see, but we're going to have to ask a little bit more out of her.
Pointers bring the ball back up the floor. Number 3, Lillian Gilbert, passes it up to number 11. Aspen Core misses the shot. A.J. McDonald right there on the putback.
Alasia Freeland being pressed now, taking her time. Pointers still in man until we prove them otherwise. Cutting to the basket is number 20. That is Caden Harris, the sophomore. Doesn't fall. A little too much mustard on it. Now the Pointers have it to the wing again, setting up that shot. They like to get to that wing early and often. But the rebound is hauled in by Caden.
Number 2 here for the Pointers, Hope Oden, really has been giving Jaden James a hard time there. She's a great defensive player for the Pointers.
What I liked right there was Jaden James, number 1. She drove in and then into a crossover to get on the spot, to get to the spot on the floor that she wanted to be. It was a good shot that she got off, but it just didn't fall.
Yeah, she's recognizing the hard defense coming in there from number 2, Hope Oden, for the Pointers, and she's just really making the most that she can. That was a great move to get to the basket and get a shot up.
Let's see what she can do this time. Solis inbounding to number 20, Caden Harris. She takes it with the left hand.
Solis and Hatch checked back in right there.
Solis with the ball. Great vision. Couldn't make it happen. It was a tight window, and there they go again, out and running. Elects not to pass. That's number 2, Hope Oden.
Very impressed with the defense so far from Oden. She already has 2-3 steals. She's been locked down on James, who's a starter and a great player for this Mountaineer team. She's really looked impressive so far in this first quarter.
You mentioned defense. That was good transition defense by the Mounties, and even inbound defense right there. They get the ball back, just making them take a shot, not allowing a pass when they had the numbers, sealing off that pass option. Great stuff to see.
100%. When your shots aren't always falling on offense, the thing that you can control is the defense. So getting those good defensive possessions are essential for the Mountaineers.
Jaden James driving in left, ball gets poked away. Turnovers have been costly. That is a charge. Great play by Sienna Libert. Getting the feet set.
Ooh.
Oh, it was a blocking foul.
Looks like they called the blocking foul. Great effort there from Libert.
And another heads-up play. We saw it very early on by Jaden James. She tried to do the same thing. Gets called with one there. But as a coach, you much rather take that foul and see the effort of trying to draw a foul than no effort at all and them getting an easy bucket.
You especially take that foul when Lillian Gibbert there for the Pointers went 1 for 2 at the line. That's a foul that you're sometimes willing to take.
Caden Harris getting smothered, calls for a screen, and that pest-like defense is what forces a turnover for the Pointers. This is a very well-coached team. Forces the Mounties to take a timeout. We'll be back after this.
The roof is the home's main defense against the elements, so services like upkeep, repairs, and upgrades are vital. David's Roofing is the only roofing contractor in Northwest Arkansas that has the prestigious Select Shingle Master rating from Certainty. With David's Roofing, your roof is in good hands.
Coming back out of the second timeout out of the first quarter for the Mounties. This is a very well-coached Lady Pointer team, and we are seeing it here. Using the post player up top, Sibel Solis has seen enough of it. Debatably a double dribble. Gets away with one there.
It's a great steal there by Solis to flip this court for the Mounties.
Caden again calling for a screen. They are all over Jaden trying to get a shot off on that left block. Doesn't fall. We maintain possession, and a kick ball is called on number 32.
Mounties are getting it done down low. A little steal in the post, followed up by an offensive rebound by Solis. Great sequence there from her to keep the Mounties with this ball. Give them a shot at a score right here, which they need.
They need a bucket here. Jaden driving left, as we've seen all night. Mia Hatch in the corner. A little too much mustard on it. Jaden with the rebound. Over to Caden Harris. A long three, high arcing shot. Mia Hatch sticks an arm up, can't find it. Great effort play by Sibel Solis, running out of bounds, trying to get it. Lady Pointers go out and running. Forces a pass down low. Rebound gets stolen away from number 3. That's Lexi Vask. But the Mounties maintain possession. 5 seconds left. Caden calling a screen. Defense all over. Pump fake shot. Hits the front iron. That's going to be the end of the first quarter. 3-15. Van Buren up. We'll be back for the second quarter.
The roof is the home's main defense against the elements, so services like upkeep, repairs, and upgrades are vital. David's Roofing is the only roofing contractor in Northwest Arkansas that has the prestigious Select Shingle Master rating from Certainty. With David's Roofing, your roof is in good hands.
Coming back from that second quarter, or that first quarter, coming into the second quarter, what adjustments do the Mounties need to make?
You know, I could say the simple answer of just making more shots, but sometimes the shots don't always fall. Especially in this game for the Mountaineers, they're getting open looks, shots just aren't falling. So what I would say is control the things you can control. Hard defense, get stops, get yourself possessions, and get those shots up. Even if they don't fall, if you're getting those shots up, like right there, debatably a foul. If you're getting those shots up, you're going to give yourself a chance to win. Defense is important when the shots aren't falling.
Great way to get the feet set by Alasia Freeland there. At least from where we are in the booth, that looked like a clean charge. They called a blocking foul. It's going to be 2 shots for number 32.
And, you know, that's another thing. One of those things that you can control. I thought that was a great play there by Alasia, but call didn't go in her direction.
Great effort, especially considering that she's only 5'5". Number 32 here seems to be about 5'10". So a great heads-up play. You know, you're not winning the size battle. You're not winning the size battle in the post. Get the feet set. Try to make something happen.
Delaney
it
Hayes
didn't
comes
go our
in.
way that time.
Delaney Hayes, number 13, comes in for the first time for the Mounties. Hoping to get some buckets out of somebody here coming off the bench.
Sabelle Solis looking for a pick and pop situation. Doesn't work. Ball gets ripped away from Malaysia. The veteran, Mia Hatch, almost gets a hand on the pass. Doesn't give up on the defensive side of things. Forces a shot, doesn't fall. Great box out by Solis there. And Malaysia comes up with it.
That's fantastic defense there from Mia Hatch. She is the reason for that forced shot almost by the Pointers. It's what you got to do in a game like this.
And Van Buren forcing some defense of their own. Starting to back off now. Delaney gets called over for the screen. Malaysia rolls right. Over to Hatch in the corner, gets poked away. Playing defense with her body. And that's going to get called a travel. Great defense, physical defense by number 14, Mia Hatch, the junior.
Hatch and Freeland there combined on the trap. Force that travel. Hatch with a great defensive few minutes to bring out this second quarter. Like I was saying, defense is really important for the Mounties here. Keep this game within reach. That is just a great possession there for the Mounties to get this ball back.
Mia Hatch will head to the bench for a much-deserved Gatorade as Alasia Freeland drives in, passes out to Solis, who finds a cutting Caden Harris. Left-handed layup doesn't fall. The Pointers out and running, have the game of numbers, shoots a shot from the free throw line. That's going to be another timeout for the Mounties with 6:17 remaining, 3-19. We'll be back after this. If you talk to any of Coach Early's players, they will be the first to tell you that he is nothing short of an enthusiastic coach. And you see a little bit of that coming out of that timeout, trying to light a fire under these girls. Let's see what happens here. Delaney with the ball in the corner draws the foul.
Yeah, number 12 for the Pointers there was just all over Hayes. Much deserved foul call there. Brindley Henry on the foul call for the Pointers as she's going to exit the game.
Mounties inbound, and the trusted hands of Alasia Freeland. Doesn't see much that she likes. Heaves it up to Delaney Hayes, finds her. Freeland with the ball now. Top of the key, letting the play develop. Hayes elects not to pass to James Cutting. Finds Caden instead. She'll head to the corner.
Plenty of time on the clock here for this Mounties team. I like the ball movement.
They're using it all. We've seen them force a couple threes. They try to force a pass there to James. She doesn't find it. Gets back on defense. Doesn't give up the points. Does give up the rebound. And Delaney hauls it in.
Although Oden missed that rebound there for the Pointers, I have been more than impressed with her defense. That is 4 steals, I believe, on the night for her. Fantastic showing and honestly an anchor in this Van Buren team in the early parts of this game.
Yeah, this team has been getting out and running, and that's been mainly due to her steals defensively. Getting the ball back in a good position for them. Jaden Cutting. Hayes sees it. Trying to get to the basket. Pass over to Caden. 5 seconds left. Van Buren bench is letting them hear it. Caden with the ball. Shoots a shot. A prayer. Gets off in time. That's going to count. That's going to be the Mounties' first bucket in a while. Much needed.
Said she threw up a prayer, and that prayer was answered.
Here it is again. We got you with a replay here. Beautiful replay of an inbound. Couldn't have drawn it up better myself.
In case you missed it right there, the Pointers made a basket on the rebound. The ball was inbounded, immediately stolen by the Pointers. However, there was a travel call, so it goes right back to the Mounties. 21-6 is your score as the Mounties have the ball.
Perez Vega, injuries for Rogers.
Number 11, Alex Perez Vega checks in for the first time this game for the Lady Mountaineers. That ball is almost stolen.
Yeah, that was a risky pass by Hayes. Gets it off. Jaden driving left, as she does so well. Elects to pass. You've seen her shoot that left-handed layup multiple times. But there was a pass to Solis down low, creating plays out of the shot and even playing some defense. I love to see it. Get back. There she goes. Forces a mid-range shot off the front iron, and it falls. Good shot by number 2, Hope Oden. Delaney struggling to inbound. That's going to be a push in the back by number 3. It's going to be Lillian Gilbert.
I've been more than impressed with Solis's play as she checks out of the game. She's had a couple of big defensive possessions along with a great finish right there on the basket. Much needed basket for the Mounties. Very impressed with her game so far this evening.
She knew coming into this one she had a tall task of guarding J.C. Odom, and she's done it better than anybody else I've seen here tonight. Sienna Libert contributing to that as well as she checks in for Solis, as you mentioned. Mia Hatch, right side, forces a pass to Sienna. Didn't have the numbers, tried to feed down low. And Jaden James draws the transition foul.
A little bit of a reach-in foul. I don't know.
Just trying to get the ball back.
Yeah.
3 minutes left in this first half. You got to make something happen.
Didn't necessarily see the foul there, but I don't have the angle, so.
That's not why they pay us, Cord.
Yeah.
Lexi Vask, guarded by Alasia Freeland, finds number 2 in the corner. She drives in, forces a pass inside, gets stolen by Delaney Hayes. Finds Alasia Freeland. I'd like to see us press on the gas here. We don't due to the numbers. Let the shot develop. Mia Hatch doesn't fall off the hands of Alex. That's going to go out of bounds and be Van Buren ball. Van Buren takes their first time out of the half. We'll be back to see if the Mounties can make an adjustment. Coming back from Van Buren's timeout. Their first of the game. Let's see if they can capitalize on it after the break, and they do. A three-pointer from that wing that they like so much. 8-26. Alasia with the ball. Has a screen coming, sees the help, goes the opposite way. Finds Hatch in the corner. She dribbles out top of the key, finds Alex. Dribble drive, hand off. Mia Hatch, top of the key, driving in right. Met by number 3. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Alasia Freeland loses the ball, tries to make something out of nothing as she runs out of real estate. That goes out of bounds towards Mia Hatch. You hear a faint D-up chant out of the mini Mounties behind us, if you can see on the bottom left of your screen. That is a mini Mountie basketball team who wants us to turn this thing around more than anybody. Alasia Freeland requests a screen, doesn't get the best one. Good help defense out of the Lady Pointers, and that's going to be another turnover for her.
For the Lady Mountaineers here, you know, they'd like to see this game bring down to single-digit points for halftime, keep it in reach. Not the half that they wanted, but if they can keep this within striking distance, make the adjustments at halftime, that could be big for them. Got to turn some defense into offense here.
That's exactly what we're looking to do. Van Buren swinging the ball very well. We come up with the rebound. It's poked away. Got to get it past half court.
Got numbers.
Jaden, 3-2. They recover defensively. People can get back into position. Mia Hatch with what looks like could have been a pass or a shot. Falls in the hands of Sienna Libert. Sienna getting a little physical down low. Forces number 22 to step out of bounds.
Yeah, A.J. McDonald going for the effort play there. Just gets her foot on the blue line at the bottom.
What I liked about that play, Sienna almost got away with one there. A little nudge in the back where the ref couldn't see her. I like it. I like playing a little bit physical when you're down like this.
100%.
Harris checks out. Delaney comes in. The veteran senior, Alasia Freeland, with the ball. Trying to create something. No screen just yet. There it is by Sienna.
A little bit less size and a little bit more speed and quickness for this Rogers team in this 5.
They know that we got to score quick. We can't wait for plays to develop as we close out of the first half.
Luckily, that jump ball is going to stay here with the Mounties as Alasia goes to inbound the ball. Looking for number 1, James.
Doesn't find her. Bounce pass to Hayes. Mia Hatch rolling right. Pass over to James. Fakes the screen. James. Again, we've seen her take that shot on that left block. Elects to pass bounce-wise towards Sienna. Her pass doesn't fall, and that mini Mountie Spirit squad, it seems like, is louder than ever. Pass cross-court found by Mia Hatch all over her. Down low, number 22, Sienna, staying honest, keeping the hands up, but allows number 22's eighth point of the night. Number 1, James, draws the foul.
Yeah, that's a great drive there. Just draw the foul, get yourself to the free throw line, get some quick, easy shots. Hopefully grab 2 points here for this Mountie team.
It's always good to draw a foul after staying disciplined on the other side of the floor.
Absolutely. First one goes in there for James as she goes to shoot her second one.
And the Mounties take it to double digits.
The great thing about this Mountie game so far is they're 100% from the free throw line. That's big. When your shots aren't falling like you want them to, being 100% at the line is a huge feat to have.
We just got 2 there. 18 seconds left when inbounded. Looking to get a 2-for-1. That shot misses. It starts there. We don't get the rebound. Solis pokes it away. Ball at the 3-point line. Pointers come up with a rebound. Looked like it went out of bounds with just a little bit of time left.
Looks like
but we're going to take it to the locker room. 28-10. Van Buren leading the charge. We'll be back for the second half.
The roof is a home's main defense against the elements, so services like upkeep, repairs, and upgrades are vital. David's Roofing is the only roofing contractor in Northwest Arkansas that has the prestigious Select Shingle Master rating from Certainty. With David's Roofing, your roof is in good hands.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, a round of applause for our 5th and 6th grade Mountie basketball team. Once again, possession belongs to Van Buren.
Coming back from the half here at Mountie Arena, this Pointer team, what stands out with them is their ability to score in transition, turn defense into offense. But we get a stop of our own coming out of the half. Here we go, James with the good hands.
Yeah, and with this Pointer team, they're not afraid to shoot the ball from beyond the arc. We saw a plethora of attempted threes, and quite a few of them went down for the Pointers. That's a big part of their game.
Yeah, a great way of scoring in transition, but also, as you're talking about, creating shots, getting their guys open, feeding the post, and then as that help defense comes in, allowing some more shots to be open from beyond the arc. They like to drive to the rack. We've even seen them shoot some mid-range shots. They like to get to that free throw line, not in a foul sense, but just the position on the floor, get a good shot off. Let's see what they do here. Number 32 with the ball. Looking to get rid of it, finds 10. She drives right, mid-range pull-up, off the front iron. Mia Hatch with the rebound.
Yeah, this Mountie team in the second half, they come out down 18. They're going to need all hands on deck.
Alasia with a heave to James. She comes down with it, drives left. She's in the post. Good move. Missed shot, gets rebounded by number 3. That's Vask. Mia Hatch with the ball, gets poked away. Driving is number 11, left side, left-handed layup falls. It's going to be 30-10. It's going to be the first bucket out of the half.
Just like you were saying earlier, Mace, defense and offense is big for this Pointer team as they jump out to a 20-point lead.
You can tell this is a well-coached team, and the reason why I say that is anytime Mia Hatch gets the ball and is trying to get to where she wants on the floor or trying to create a pass, they know to press her. They know to get all up in her grill, make the presence known. She draws a foul there.
That's an unfortunate foul. One of those effort fouls. She's going for that ball, going to at least get herself a jump ball, and she just unfortunately get wrapped around the neck of number 32. It's going to be a foul, but effort fouls are better than
nothing. And that is one thing that you will always, always, always see out of a Coach Early-led team is effort. They are always going to give it their all, if it's for him, if it's for the teammates, if it's for the school on the front of their jersey. All of those things contribute into this team and how much effort they put into everything that they do.
Yeah, Coach Early's always going to lead a team that controls what they can control.
There's another forced turnover by this Van Buren team, and one thing that I want to point out, it is not easy to screen this Lady Pointer team. They are very slippery. If it's on the screens, if it's on the box outs, they get to where they want to be and they get there fast. Pass to James from Freeland isn't seen by Jaden. She doesn't see the pass, and the Lady Pointers come up with it.
Yeah, what you were talking about, this Pointer, a lot of these Pointer ladies on this team, they almost move like they have eyes in the back of their head when they're playing defense. They move, they get around these screens, they put their hands out, swat the ball away. They're really, really good on the defensive side of the ball, and that's turned into a lot of offense for them.
Very slithery. Cutting to the rack, that's number 3. That's going to be Lillian Gilbert. Gets the rack with ease, so using some of that athleticism to gain a 26-point lead. Caden with the ball, forcing James inside. One thing I'm seeing out of this Mountie team, we saw it in the first half, seeing it coming out of the second half, we're having some trouble getting to the bucket. We're having some trouble weaving through the lane, getting to the position. Great hands play by Solis there. Knew where the ball was going, knows that they want to get in the low post. There she is, seeing what she can do. Shot gets blocked on the foul. It's going to be a shooting foul, and Solis will head to the line.
Yeah, and watching this game, even when you are down big like you are, that is something that's always great to see. Solis, she went from offense, hustled all the way back down the floor, got the steal, came back down, got posted up, got the foul call. That's great effort from someone, especially in a game when you're losing. You love to see that.
She's making an effect all over the court. The first free throw doesn't fall.
Brindley Henry back in for the Lady Hornets.
The Pointers making some subs.
Seems to be a bit of confusion on the substitutions here for the Pointers.
Yeah, and the refs are going to talk about it here. One thing I want to mention as we get into this third quarter of this game, you got to wonder, as we see this game unfold, how much Taylor Chrisman being out affects this process for the Mounties, especially getting to the bucket effectively or getting a shot off from beyond the arc. She is a key leader both in her actions and her words on the floor. Definitely missing her tonight.
Yeah, no doubt. She's great at spreading the floor as an actual player skill-wise, but also, like you said, as a leader. She really knows how to make sure her team is going towards that goal of winning, and she is great at rallying her teammates behind her to go towards the ultimate goal. It's really hurting to have her out tonight, Mace. It's unfortunate. She's still battling that ankle injury, but
Mounties are making the most out of what they have, and this is a quick release out of Jackie Oden. She gets the ball, one dribble, puts the shot up. It worked, though. She went 2 for 2.
yeah, whatever floats your boat, I guess.
Alex with the ball in the corner, driving left, finds Hayes across the court. Caden with the ball, being pressed by this feisty Pointer defense. Hayes pump fakes, dribbles left. This is what I was talking about earlier. I'd like to see us cut to the basket. Somebody get to the basket, but there is a three-point shot.
Perez Vega with a huge shot there for the Mounties. They needed that bucket. Get them some momentum. Nice steal there for the Mounties. Solis on the missed layup there.
And the Lady Pointers maintain possession. Get a bucket. Delaney Hayes from way beyond the arc.
They seem to be heating up from the three-point line.
Yeah, they are getting the shots that they want. They understand, hey, if we're going to come back in this thing, we're going to have to get some points on the board quickly. And that's what we're doing. We've made 2 of our last 2 threes.
Especially Perez Vega, she's really heating up. She hits a three, she gets back down the court, plays some good defense, and gets a steal a couple possessions later.
Let's see if we can do it again. Delaney Hayes driving right. Good, consistent man defense. Delaney goes for a bit of a hook shot, gets blocked. That's going to be out of bounds on number 22. That's A.J. McDonald.
Mia Hatch returns for Roger.
Mia Hatch comes back into the game. They're really putting their three-point shooters out there. They got Hayes, they got Perez Vega, they got Hatch. They're looking to Coach Early's looking to shoot the three ball right now. That's what he wants to work towards.
Down 23, trying to make the comeback. Hatch inbounds the ball. Felt the pressure, gives it to Hayes. Hayes to Caden. Deep three-point shot. Doesn't fall, hits the top of the shot clock. That's going to be out of bounds. Good call by the ref there.
Unfortunate that hit the shot clock from an announcer or from a Rogers point of view, because Sabelle Solis was right there on the rebound. She was ready to put that ball back up for an easy 2 points.
Yeah, she had a great box out there, which is hard to do against this big Van Buren team. But they get the ball back nonetheless. Mia Hatch trying to play defense, gets blown by. Pass to the corner, number 3. That was one. That was a great shot by number 3.
Lillian Gilbert, great shot right there.
Knew what had to be done. Showed off her three-point skills of her own. Mia Hatch driving in baseline. It's going to be another turnover for this Mountie team. Number 22, A.J. McDonald wanted the ball there in the low post. Didn't get it. Missed shot. Mounties out and running. Chance to score in transition, but this Pointer defense gets back so well. Solis, my apologies. Tries to screen. They get off that. Delaney Hayes driving right. Pass to Mia Hatch. Met by a double team. Recovers back to Hayes. Hayes driving into the paint, creates a shot beyond the arc, and there it falls again.
Man, all of a sudden it is raining three-pointers here in Mountie Arena. They've made 3 of their last 4 by 3 different people.
Caden Harris with her second three-pointer of the game and the quarter. Solis met by a tall task down low. Can't do much about it.
Mace, we said that name from the start, A.J. McDonald. She's a force down in the paint. It's hard to stop her. Solis has done a great job so far getting some good blocks and steals, but was just a little bit outmatched on that one.
And the thing is, too, J.C. Odom, she's down there as well. She'll cause problems offensively, too. It's hard to match big bodies like that.
Speaking of J.C. Odom, she gets Delaney Hayes trapped in the corner there, gets called for 5 seconds call. Just picked up her dribble, and that was great defense there from the Pointers, especially from Odom.
They really know how to wreak havoc. They know how to cause pressure and apply it. We've seen that all night. This third quarter, we've done a better job of it, but they get home there. Great shot off by number 3, Hope Odom. Getting where she wanted on that lower block, making it happen. Alex let go of the ball there, couldn't quite hang on to the catch. It's going to be Van Buren's ball with 28 seconds to go. Number 10 will receive the inbound. That's Jaden Warren. The Lady Mountie 5th and 6th grade basketball team, they were recognized at halftime for everything that they do. Looking forward to a great season out of them. They're getting loud on the defensive side of things. Give up a rebound, and there you go. That's going to end the third quarter. 49-20, Van Buren taking the lead. We got a long fourth quarter ahead of us. We'll be back. Cord coming back from half here, down 29, 8 minutes left to go. If you're leading this team and you're Coach Early, what are you telling your girls right now?
You know, I'm telling them, I'm not explicitly coming out and saying this, but there's not a huge shot at coming back in this game. Down 30 points going into the fourth quarter. I'm telling them to make smart shots and build their chemistry with one another. Build on this for the next game coming up, as that's going to be a timeout for Coach Early.
And I don't blame them. They brought the pressure again early, coming right into this fourth quarter, bringing the pressure like that. That is a full timeout. We'll be back to see the adjustment made.
The roof is the home's main defense against the elements, so services like upkeep, repairs, and upgrades are vital. David's Roofing is the only roofing contractor in Northwest Arkansas that has the prestigious Select Shingle Master rating from Certainty. With David's Roofing, your roof is in good hands.
Mounties with the inbound after the timeout. James, right side, right-handed layup.
You know, Mace, you were asking me if I was coach early. That's the kind of thing that I would say right there. Get the buckets, build some chemistry, give yourself something to build on for the next game coming up. Play good defense. Just have good possessions. You might not win this game, but get yourself a base. Get you something to build off of going into the next game.
You talked about getting buckets. I think getting to the bucket is how we're going to do that. James doing a great job of that tonight. I'm very impressed. Not a lot of people on our team have really took the assertiveness, hey, give me the ball, I'm going to the rack. She definitely has. She scored off of that. She's made good passes off of that. It's good to see that heading into the rest of the way this season, especially with Taylor Chrisman coming back, shooting from beyond the arc.
Yeah, I know that they cannot wait to have her back. She is such a great player and an even greater leader. It is going to be a blessing to get her back on this court for the Mountaineers.
Number 33 with the turnover. Trying to save the ball, ultimately steps out of bounds. Number 3, Lexi Vask to inbound. Alasia Freeland with the ball, trying to make something happen. High post, Sienna Libert looking to hand it off to Alex, who drives in left and gets fouled on the shot. It doesn't fall. She'll get the chance to shoot 2 free throws.
Alex Perez-Vega has had a nice game. She had that three-pointer earlier. She's had some great defensive possession, and then driving in for that shot right there. Just great work from Alex tonight, as she makes her first free throw on top of that.
She has shown a lot of effort, and she played a majority of that JV game as well. So to come out here and play 2 basketball games tonight, that's hard to do. But being a little bit low numbered due to injuries, we needed all hands on deck. And she was definitely there to support us.
Yeah, and that's a great teammate of being ready for when your number is called. Taylor Chrisman goes down. She's the next one up, and she's played some great ball tonight. She's really stepped into a good role. She's put in some good minutes defensively and offensively, and that's just a great thing to see, especially as a teammate.
Somebody else that stepped up tonight with Chrisman being out is Caden Harris, the sophomore guard, 5'5". She's been out there doing it. Alex gets fouled with a 2-point shot. Great bucket. She'll head to the line to make it a 3-point play. You were just shouting her out. She'll head back to the line.
Make it, I believe, 7 points on the night for Perez-Vega. And that Mason on top of that is it's a sign of toughness. When you're down in a game and you're still giving your all and giving everything to your team, that is a great sign of toughness.
There's some more toughness now. Down low, causing havoc, getting a foul, get dirty. You got to make something happen when you're down 23. And they're not shying away from it. This is the first one. Sinks the second one.
I will say, Mace, coming out of the half, the Lady Mountaineers have really made an adjustment. They've looked a lot better in the second half, especially at preventing that defense to offense we were talking about, as Alasia goes in for the bucket.
There it is right there, a little pep in the step. As soon as she caught the ball on that inbound, she was looking to go score or cause somebody to score, and that she did. She got in the lane, dribbled through traffic, got away with an easy 2. Good pass to the corner, creating shots. And the foul. This could be a 4-point play by the Lady Pointers. Great offensive segment there. From one corner to the high post all the way to the other corner.
Perez-Vega just got a little bit too early there on her box out. Great closeout, great hands, went for the box out and just hit her a little bit too early while she was still shooting it. Didn't really give her a spot to land.
To make it a 4-point play, doesn't fall. Rebound, Lexi Vask. Alasia Freeland out and running. That transition defense by Van Buren is really something notable. A well-coached team defensively, and it shows if everybody's set up, if they're in transition. They've been very consistent tonight. Good pass down low, finds number 21, who cut it just the right time. Malaysia looking for some help, finds Alex in the corner. She'll throw it to number 3, who gets fouled.
Foul there is number 24, Avery Dory. First time we've called her name tonight. The Pointers are getting a little bit into their bench here towards the end of this game, as the Mountaineers also bring on Delaney Hayes and Evie Baker from the bench.
Evie Baker is really a glue guy in the locker room in a sense. She keeps everybody really unified. She really energetic. She's a great player out there, and that is actually our principal's daughter, Miss Lisa Williams. That is her child. So good to see her representing the blue and white well.
5-second call there on the Mountaineers. Possession is going to go to the Pointers as number 14, Hope Parker, takes it up for Van Buren.
Picks up her dribble at the wing, finds number 10. She runs all the way around the Mounties for the 2 and potentially 3 as she heads to the line after the made shot.
Foul charge to Alex Perez, her second, team's third. At the line with 1 is Jay.
It's 3 fouls on the last 4 possessions there for the Mounties. It's not exactly what you want to see at the end points of this game.
Well, they're trying to make stuff happen. They're trying to make something out of nothing, get physical. I wish we would have seen a little bit more of this physicality earlier in the game. But we're seeing it now. Freeland taking the ball up. 4.5 minutes left. Finds Alex at the wing. Pass fakes over. Elects to give it back to Freeland. Finds Baker. The high post. She dribbles right. Creates a shot for Perez. She's going to have another one.
The first double-digit scorer for the Mounties, Alex Perez Vega, 10 points on the night. Great shot there from her.
Leading scorer, as you mentioned. Pokes a hand in there as well. Goes off of number 15. That's going to be Mountie ball. You don't have to question Alex's effort tonight. She is giving it her all. Baker with the shot beyond the arc off the backboard. There it is. Great shot by Evie.
Couple more threes strung together by the Mounties.
Yeah, that three-point shot has really came alive in this second half. That is fantastic to see heading into the next game. We might not pull away with the win here in this one. We're trying to. But heading into these next games, especially as we get closer and closer to conference play, it's good to see our ability to shoot it from beyond the arc.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to see, Mace. You know, you talk about building on for the next game. First half didn't come out great, but this second half they have looked a lot better. They've looked like a more complete unit. Their shots are falling. Just next game, you have something to build on, and that's encouraging as a team and as a coach.
And both offensively and defensively, we've really slowed the game down. Yes, we turned the ball over right there, but that block really shows how we've gotten back on defense, how we've started to play the game at a little bit more of our pace, not letting them get out and running as much in transition. Inbound pass down low, shot by number 24, doesn't fall. Evie Baker trying to recover it. It ends up going out of bounds, and that's going to be Mountie ball. Harris with it, driving left. Had an open Alex from beyond the three-point mark. Elects not to pass, takes the shot instead, and it doesn't fall. Another shot for the Pointers. Evie tried to save it. Looked like that right foot got out of bounds. Number 21, Fiona, shot it from the corner, but it didn't fall from the Pointers. Looking to inbound it. Gets it back to that corner. They'll shoot it if they're open. We've seen that all night. Baker with the rebound.
Minute left to go in this game. The Mounties just looking to gain a little more going into their next game. Make a few more shots, a few more good plays, a few more good defensive possessions.
Ooh, both the Mounties and the Pointers hit the deck.
Hard foul there on number 3, Lexi Vask.
Avery Dory hit the deck hard after that foul. Seems to be okay. She looked like she was grabbing that back of her leg, but gets up. She's ready to box out.
Missed first free throw there for the Mounties for Lexi Vask, the junior forward.
Heading into this quarter, we were down 29, I believe. Now we're down 13. Clearly, we're not 23. We were. Regardless, we've cut the lead. We've cut the lead to a reasonable margin. Just playing hard, giving it our all, heading into the next game.
Looks like that is going to do it tonight. Might get one more shot up, half-court heave if they want it, but
pushing the floor, half-court shot as Cord called it. Oh, off the backboard and off the front iron. 35-58, Van Buren takes this one, and Mountie Arena was a great game all around. I'm Mason Humphrey.
I'm Cord Marcotte.
Stay classy, Mounties.